What's up, YouTube? We're gonna have a little discussion today. Today, I wanted to talk about mystery boxes. Especially YoYo mystery boxes particularly, but I guess this can sort of apply to any mystery boxes. So, mystery boxes are sort of a thing that we do in the YoYo community, and sometimes they're really awesome, and like the last YoYo Expert YoYo Factory mystery box, and sometimes not so much, it's just a dump of things. So I kind of wanted to break down what I think mystery boxes are, what I think's good about them, what do I think is not so good about them, and, you know, ask you guys what you thought and what you did as far as your mystery box purchases were concerned. So, first thing, let's talk about what are clearly sort of the big ones and the ones we anticipate coming throughout the year. The mystery boxes from companies, obviously, like YoYo Expert, YoYo Factory, and when they do their mystery boxes. So these, generally, you sort of have an idea of what it's going to be, either based on past YoYo Expert or YoYo Factory posts. They will generally tell you whether or not it's going to be a previously unreleased yo-yo, or if it's going to be a, you know, some old yo-yos. Usually, if it doesn't say that it has been a previously unreleased yo-yo, it's a bunch of old yo-yos and they're just kicking out dead stock. Now, sometimes it's like, oh man, you're gonna get 4 yo-yos and one of them's previously unreleased, only $50. You're gonna kind of get a box full of cheapy yo-yos. This has happened before. Sometimes, to me, that's kind of meh. But you always sort of know what you're going to get, and you're going to get new yo-yos, and it's usually worth it. Especially sometimes if you can figure it out, like the last one. People had asked me, and you can go back and look at the comments, like, what do you think this mystery box is going to be? And I was like, probably a monometal edge. And sure enough, that's what it was. I was just sort of guessing based off of the teasings and what have you, that it was going to be a monometal edge. I was super happy that's what it was, because I totally wanted one. Didn't really care about the color. And I got a wedge, which was sweet. And a cool yo-yo purse, which I dig as well. I've already brought it to Yo-Yo Club. It's very cool. Although Dylan broke his, but that doesn't surprise me. But anyway, so, you know, that I feel like was really awesome and like worth every penny of what I paid for it. Still very happy with my wedge and my edge and my case. And I imagine I will be happy with it for a while to come. It was great value. That being said, I've got a mystery box before that was, I mean, it came with a bag. I guess I still use that bag. But it came with a yo-yo that I hate, which was the Daydream. It came with the Boss, which I also kind of didn't like. And it came with the Pop Star, which was cool. That was really the like, nice part of the box, but I ended up trading that away. It was like a novelty. It kind of wore off, and it came out and was full released anyway. And then it also came with a Flight, which I guess I still have, I still use. But, you know, it's just kind of meh. I probably would have ended up buying a Flight anyway, I guess. So I got the Flight, and I'm like, okay, Flight, I'm okay with the Flight. But, you know, so that was that. Now, other companies do mystery boxes, other yo-yo retailers. Every now and then, YoYo Best Buy will do one. And those are always cool. It's usually JD just pulling out things that he had one left of, or something that got returned or whatever. And he'll put some boxes together, and it's usually like basically double your money or so of boxes. It's like, okay, here's $120 in retail of yo-yos, $50 or something like that. So it's usually, and those usually end up being pretty good. It's usually like some bimetal stuff or just something cool. And I'm always, I think I've gotten 2, and both of which I was always like very pleasantly surprised and generally happy with what I got. And at worst, that stuff ends up being good trade fodder. So it's like, even if it's a yo-yo that I already have or something that doesn't necessarily jive with me, I can always review it. It's for me as a YouTuber. I can review it and then trade it for something else later. I'm a big fan of trading things. Usually when I have a lot of trade fodder, it's because I have purchased mystery boxes. Other boxes that aren't necessarily mystery, the monthly throw is like a subscription service. It's mystery boxes, but it's always like they tell you, it's like, okay, this month you get a $35 yo-yo, this month you get a $75 yo-yo, and this month you get a $150 yo-yo, or whatever. And it's sort of, it's worth it every time. And if you just have like the $50 a month subscription for it, the only reason I don't do it is because like I don't want, like, even if it is an exclusive colorway, which I'm really cool with, and I know who they work with and all that stuff, I don't necessarily want doubles per se, and that's sort of like $50 a month that I could be putting towards other things for the channel, but that's really just specific for me, for YouTube. But I think if like the monthly throw was like, well, I'm just gonna play yo-yo, and for 50 bucks a month, I'm gonna get a new yo-yo every month, and it's gonna be amazing. And sometimes it's gonna be like a G squared yo-yo, and it's been often several times a G squared yo-yo, like really, really nice ones, really cool ones, and stuff like that. Plus Ryan and everybody over at the monthly throw is totally like those are people that you want to support. So this is me saying the monthly throw is cool, and if you like the idea of mystery boxes and you want to subscribe to the monthly throw, you ought to do that. I'll put the link for that down in the description because they're awesome, and that's the kind of mystery box that I think is amazing. But yeah, a lot of times mystery boxes aren't so amazing. Sometimes they're just people wanting to put one together and dump. Now, there's a lot of guys that do really cool ones. Joey Serrano is a good friend of mine, and you know, he kind of does this when his collection gets too big. It's not that his yo-yos are beat up, it's just that he buys a lot of yo-yos. He's kind of like me. He buys a lot of yo-yos, and then at some point he looks and goes, I have too many yo-yos. So he puts together some boxes, and it's always like several $100s worth of yo-yos, and he's like, $100, and or something like that. And it's always like, oh man, I got a bimetal, and I got this and that, and they're all basically brand new yo-yos because Joey bought him, played with him in his house over his carpet like once or twice, and then he forgot he had them, and then pulled him out later and goes, man, I have too many yo-yos. So there are guys that do that, and the guys that are reputable, I'm sure you guys, you know the guys who are within the community. I bring up Joey because he's my friend, and I know he's probably watching, and he does a good job. But you know, I see other guys do this too sometimes, and I've never purchased anybody from like just a personal, like a person like that wasn't like, I've never purchased a mystery box from anything that wasn't a company, although I've purchased many a mystery box in my day. I'm kind of curious, you know, it seems to me like it could be a scam sometimes, like some guys just like trying to get rid of yo-yos that they couldn't sell otherwise and just making it into a mystery box. Not so much a scam, but you know, you see scamming happen enough in yo-yo stuff, and I mean, we take care of that, so I imagine that if it were to happen, but has anybody ever been scammed with a mystery box? Or has anybody ever, like, you know, thrown money away on a mystery box and just thought, oh, this might be something cool, and then you get stuff in the mail that's like just trash? You know, I would put alongside with that sometimes the Secret Santa stuff. It usually seems like every year at least one or two people, like a bunch of people are like, they go above and beyond and bend over backwards and you just get amazing stuff. But it always seems like one or two people like kind of skimp out and, or, you know, just end up not sending anything but receiving something. So I don't know. I guess that would fall into mystery box as well. But it seems like the yo-yo community particularly does mystery boxes a lot more often and a lot more than literally any other community I've ever been involved in. And I just want to know what you guys' thoughts were on it. I like them. I think it's fun, especially from a YouTuber's perspective. It's fun to open stuff up on camera. That's like, hey guys, I bought this mystery box. It just showed up today. Let's make it a mystery no longer. That's kind of a thing I do. I've got plenty of videos doing that. So I'm not coming down on it and saying I don't support it. But it's kind of one of those things where, you know, you kind of look at it as like, yeah, it's a very popular thing to do. But at the same time, it tends to be sort of, you know, it can go the other way and be kind of a like, really, what? Who's this guy? Why is that guy doing a mystery box? Does he even have a website to buy it through, or do I have to like personally contact him through Facebook? Not to say that some of those guys aren't super reputable and like cool dudes, and like what they're doing is cool, and it's just like my collection got too big. Those guys are cool. That's a sweet thing to do. I'm not saying, but sometimes it's guys like putting mystery boxes together of stuff that like they're just looking to gather some cash so that they can like buy other stuff or like fund a project or something that's like a yo-yo. I don't know. I'm not, you know, maybe those have been awesome boxes as well. I'm not always like super into like, I'm like, I don't know if I'm into that. I've never bought one, but if you have, let me know. Is it cool, or does that work out too? Is that like, oh man, no, it was awesome. Somebody was like just putting their yo-yos together. I got like, you know, $500 worth of yo-yos for $200. It was great. You know, maybe that's how it goes too. I think that's cool if that's how people want to do things. I don't know if I necessarily would ever put that many yo-yos in a box and discount them that much, but maybe I would. I don't know. I've been a guy that walked around with a backpack full of yo-yos for like $5 each, just trying to offload old stuff that I didn't pay much for, that I didn't play. usually like magic yo-yos and stuff like that, plastics, things of that nature. But you know, tell me, I don't know what that stuff is, but I do like mystery boxes. We, as the yo-yo community, seem to be particularly into them. So kind of wanted to make a little discussion about it, because I know that kind of crosses the spectrum. Sometimes it's just old junk that, you know, people put in a box and it's like, well, I wouldn't have bought this stuff, so it's kind of a waste of money. Sometimes it's like, you know, I've had that happen to me. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, something amazing every month, like the monthly throw, something incredible every month. Maybe it is time for me to get on that train or ride that monthly throw train. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments. I haven't been buying as many yo-yos lately, but I'm thinking it might be some good, one, just good stuff to get for review, two, good stuff to have, you know, just to support my friends at the monthly throw, because they're awesome. Tiki board games. These guys are incredible. Run like 2-3 contests a year and support a bazillion of them too. They supported us at East Coast Masters. So yeah, gotta love them. I think it's time. I think it's time for me to jump on that train. You know, in addition to that, there's also you know, just your standard mystery boxes from, you know, Yo-Yo Sam, Yo-Yo Expert, YoYo Best Buy, places like that. So, you know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This was just sort of, it was on my mind today, so I figured I'd spit out a little mystery box rant on my way home from work. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe. Try to do videos as often as I can. My work schedule's changed. I got a new job. It's been amazing for me and my family, but that also means that it's eating into my YouTube time. The commutes and stuff. I'm not working from home as much, and the kids aren't back to school yet either. Summertime was rough as it was, and now that I've had to add in commutes every day, that was pretty much my YouTube time. So anyway, that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.